When police came across a crashed Honda Accord in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee, they noticed some open containers of alcohol. They suspected intoxication may have played a part in the single vehicle accident that had led to the death of one of the two passengers. The driver was asked by a National Park Service investigator whether or not he'd been drinking, to which he said he had not. But the sister of the surviving passenger told law enforcement that all three of those inside the car had been consuming alcohol on the evening of the crash. To try to determine what state the driver was in, the Tennessee Highway Patrol stepped in and determined that they should look at data from the Airbag Control Module, ACM. This hidden part of the car records the approximate speed, the braking and the amount of throttle used by the driver. The police wanted to know what was happening before and during impact. No charges have been filed against the driver, so Forbes is not revealing his name. It's obvious why law enforcement would want access to such information. It could help prove a driver was in an inebriated state when behind the wheel, or show they were controlled up until the accident. But the warrant also points to a wider issue: how modern vehicles record almost everything a person does when they're driving. The ACM is just one of many modules that records what's happening in a vehicle at any one time. LeMere is a former government forensics officer and the founder of Berla, one of the federal and local law enforcement's favorite car forensics providers. He explains that the airbag module will typically only store data permanently in the event of a crash. The only information recorded is from the preceding seconds before the accident and during the event. Everything else gets wiped. But LeMere notes there are many other modules within a vehicle that may record data. Location information, for instance, could either be held in the entertainment systems or in the brake light module, depending on the vehicle. If a phone connects to the infotainment module, it can suck in all contacts from the device, as well as information about its make and unique identifying number. Whatever passengers and drivers have been watching or listening to could also be recorded within the relevant part of the car's network. Not all cars are equal, LeMere told Forbes. It's tough to say blanket statements like all modern-day cars record location data when you're not using them, because that's not true. Some do, some don't. It could be in the infotainment system, it could be in the telematics module. It could even be in the brake light module. And there's over 25 gigabytes of data per hour flowing around this car network, and the modules have to communicate with one another to make the car actually just work. It's up to the individual developers of those modules what they choose to record.